I need to constantly remind myself over and over again, I am not yet where I want to be, but I know I'll get there.
It's not enough to hope to win one day. You've got to expect to win today. When you set a goal, there needs to be a sense of urgency.
See, we don't have the courage, and that's what it takes, courage. It takes guts to do that which you know you need to do. If you don't have the courage to act, life many times will move on you and make you act. Life will whoop your butt so bad. You will be so miserable, you will catch so much hell, you say, yes, I will do it. What do you want me to do? Take me.
That dream is not gonna wait and say, take a breather. It's gonna say, come catch me. Catch me if you can.
If only I'd taken the chance. They didn't start a business. They didn't ask that crush out for a date. They didn't travel. They had an opportunity at one point in their life to do something beyond play it safe. They chose not to do that, and now they regret it.
Many of us don't do the things that we want to do and don't act because of lack of self-confidence. We don't believe enough in ourselves.
Believe in everything that you are and understand that within you there's something greater than any obstacle you'll ever face. Have faith in your abilities. Work hard, never give up, and there's nothing you can't accomplish.
It's all on you. If you fail, it's because you stopped running. If you fail, it's because you stopped grinding. You stopped caring. You stopped working. You stopped working for that dream that dangled in your face. The gift that God left you. Don't be the person that forget to open your gift. Because that dream has everything you need in it. That dream is the road that will lead to your paradise.
Regret hurts. There's no question about that. But here's the thing. Regret also instructs, and you can't have one without the other. So if you avoid the pain, you don't get any of the learning. So what you have to do is be able to process that pain. And I think there's a way for us to do that, to take our regrets, use them as signals.
You, my friends, are going to get there. You are going to get that promotion. You are going to complete that marathon, and you are going to run for your life.
Not only can you create your life, you can recreate it.
Because in order to begin to reinvent your life, you've got to make a conscious, deliberate, determined effort. That you really have got to put all of yourself into it.
There's nothing going to stop me. If you didn't make me, you can't break me. If you didn't make the sun come up, you can't stop me. If you didn't make the moon shine at night, you can't stop me. My purpose, my will, my dedication, my motivation is all about doing the business, because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? That's what I'm about. I'm about that business. I'm about that life. What are you about?
Discipline sounds hard, but it's only hard when you don't want the reward bad enough. When you want something bad enough, you will wake up early. When you want something bad enough, you will pass on hanging out with your friends. When you want something bad enough, you will not back down. You don't have to prove anything to anyone but yourself.
You'll begin to discover some things about you that you don't know you've got.
Start waiting for your dreams. Run towards your dream. Because the moment you stop running, the moment you stop fighting, is the day you will lose it. Don't wait for it. Continue to fight. Continue to chase of what you truly want out of your life.
Today is here. Today you're breathing. Today is your opportunity.
Work like hell. Crack the ground and keep moving. Make the ground shake. Crack the world. Get it going. Don't let nothing stop you. When the rest of the world shuts you down, you got to be the one to stand up, shout out, cry out, stand tall, work hard, dig deep, and go after it.
Day one or one day, you decide.
Rise and grind. You can't lay around a 12 each and every day and expect greatness to come your way. It don't work like that. So you get out of this life exactly what you put into this life.
Control, alt, delete. Control yourself, alter your thinking, and delete negativity. Period. It's about manifestation. What have I been destined to become? Wake up! There's always another level.
Life is not responsible for how you take care of your own mindset. Life is not responsible for you having a positive attitude. You're not dead. You still have life. Your heart is still beating. And the journey must continue. Stop drowning and learn how to swim. Don't blame life because you fall down. Don't blame life because that relationship didn't work out. Don't blame life because that job did not turn out. It is not life that's holding you back. You just gotta be a little bit tougher than your circumstances. You can't concern yourself about things that you have no control over.
What are you made of? What is your DNA? What is your mentality? What are the skill sets? Come on, start to write down the vision. What are your goals? What are your financial goals? What are your relational goals? What are your spiritual goals? Come on, start thinking about these things. You're still alive for a reason. Somebody died today, but you're still here listening. In this very moment, you have an opportunity. Seize the opportunity.
When you take that kind of action, when you have that dedication, when you show that kind of passion, when you put in that kind of work, you can't help but win. Because limits exist only in the mind.
You will meet many challenges. Many things will come at you. There are going to be times that you're going to want to give up, but you don't have the permission to do so. You must carry on the good fight. What good is your greatness if you don't stand on it? How can you hold on to who you really are inside if you let everything else tell you that you're not worthy?
And you got two options. You can give up or get up. This is your day. Get up and beat yourself from yesterday. What are you made of? What is your DNA? What is your mentality? What are the skill sets? Come on, start to write down the vision.
I need you to rise and grind. Oh, you're not hearing what I'm saying. I said it all starts with your mindset. See, the true definition of mindset is the driving force in the quest for success and achievement. A mindset that combines discipline, strength, confidence, and ambition is a powerful mindset.
Be faithful. Be productive. Put away the destructive mindset. Let the world know that you matter. Believe in every step that you take.
I know you've got some doubt and you've got some uncertainty and you hate the image that you see in the mirror and you hate the way your money looks and your relationships look and people that you've given your all to keep walking out on you. I know you feel stuck in reverse. I know you feel like you're underpaid and undervalued and overlooked, but listen, This is the day that everything changes. Get up! Rise and grind! Get up and get after it!
That's what's gonna separate you from the pack. You're not scared to get uncomfortable. Rise and grind and wake up with a renewed spirit. Wake up with a renewed passion.
Just need you to be 1% better than you were yesterday. If you can be 1% better than you were yesterday, you're making progress.
Don't believe the hype. Don't feed into it. If you work hard, you can't have it. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Speak it once. Put it out in the atmosphere. Don't be scared. Put it out. Do you want to be an artist? Do you want to be an engineer? I don't know, but I want you to start the year off. We're not talking about, fake dreaming and just writing goals down and be doing it. I'm talking about knowing what you want, because when you know what you want, that's where the drive comes from. That's where the passion comes from. I'm not sure what you want, but I need you to understand that you got to give something. You can't stay where you are and go where you're trying to go. And that's the problem. Many of you love your comfort zone too much. You love it. You love security too much. And I'm telling you, you can stay where you are. You can. But you can't stay where you are and try to go where you're going. You're not locked in. You're not focused. You're not concentrating. You are not all in. Are you hearing me? Yes, your body's there. You're present. You're in the library. You're on the hardwood. Yes, you at work, but you at work on Facebook. You at work on Twitter. You asking for a promotion. You asking for a raise. Listen to me, but you're not all in. And I need you to do me a huge favor. If your effort is low, you're probably not thinking about the opportunity. You're probably thinking about the obligation. And when you think about E.T., how you stay pumped up. E.T.'s how you stay on fire. E.T., how you always driven, even in the midst of trials and tribulations, even in the midst of your haters, when people trying to break you and tear you down. E.T., how you stay strong. It's easy, baby. I keep thinking about the opportunity. Every single day, I'm thinking about the opportunity, and I'm not looking at this thing as an obligation. I need you to speak it one time. One time, that's it. I need you to say it one time. I need you to get it out in the atmosphere. I need you to say it so you can hold yourself accountable to what you said. Tell a friend so they can hold you accountable. But after you say it once, shut your mouth, go into the lab and get to work. Are you hearing me? Shut your mouth. You cannot be average any longer. Why? Because average attracts average. When I'm telling you to be great, because when you're great, you attract great. When you're average, you attract average. It's not working, E.T. I'm grinding, E.T. I'm hustling. E.T. is not working. Listen to me very carefully. You reap what you sow. Don't get it twisted. You reap what you sow. So yeah, you've been studying for 3 months. And yeah, you've been grinding for 1 year. And yeah, you've been hustling for 2 years now, and you're not seeing what you, but guess what? I told you before, you've been doing it for 2 years, but what were you doing the other 30 years? What were you doing the other 21 years? So it's gonna take time. But listen to me very closely. If you would get yourself in the lab, say it, write it down, look at it, but get in the lab, number one, and start working on it. Do me a favor, don't tell me you're gonna be on the honor roll. Shut up, go to work and show me what you got, show me. And I'm telling you, some of y'all, you lying to yourself. You say you wanna be great, you say you wanna get to the next level, you say you want a promotion, but listen to me very closely, you talk too much. Shut up, get in the lab, and let's go to work. Deep down inside, people are not happy with, people are not comfortable with, people can't stand average. So you can't say you want to be successful. You can't say there's certain dreams and goals, there are things you want to have and things you want to be if you are still average. You got to get to the point where you get allergic to average. Listen to me very closely. Most of you, the reason why you'll never be successful is because you never finish stuff. You start and you never finish. And the day my life changed is the day I walked across that stage, not because I got a degree, but I finally finished something. Yup, it's hard. Yup, it's difficult because the process is weeding out the weak. You might be smarter than me. You might have more resources than me. You might, but I'm gonna get up earlier than you and I'm gonna do it quicker than you do it. So by the time you get up, I've already finished the race. Are you hearing me? If you hold on, everything you dreamed of, everything you worked for, it's coming. But you can't quit or give up before you get it. If it was easy to do what I'm doing, everybody would do it. But let me tell you something. I know something about you. I know you ain't average, and though you acting like you average, ain't nothing average about you.
You're waiting for someone to give you the opportunity. You're waiting for everything to line up. You're waiting for all the situations to come together perfectly. And I'm telling you, you cannot wait. You got to start working right now.
You got to recognize what it means to sacrifice, what it means to be powerful, what it means to be strong. When the weakness starts to talk to you and whisper sweet nothings in your ear, you got to recognize that there's work that must be done. This is what I do. This is my lane. This is your lane. You gotta murder it. So when I ask you, you got energy, don't play with me. When I say again, you got that energy for the next 100 days, I need to feel your soul in this room. I can? Come on, I can? Come on, I can? I will. I must. Come on, I can? I will. I must. Come on, give yourself some energy. Come on, give yourself some energy. Do you 100? Let's get it done.
Look yourself in the eyes and say, I can, I will, I must.
Oh, I know you're looking at your life and saying, oh, this is not much. And I know you're looking at everything and you're waiting for something to happen. But I promise right now, you have enough wisdom to build legacy. Right now, you have enough gifting to build legacy. Right now, you have enough relationships to build legacy. Right now, you have enough energy to build legacy. Right now, you have enough money to build legacy. And you can't wait around and hope and wait for the day everything comes together. You have to start building legacy right now.
There are things that you have been called to do that you have never done. And there are things that you have been called to do that no one on earth has ever done.
That conversation that you're having with weakness is not gonna build you. It's not gonna push you. It's not gonna lift you. You got to be responsible. You got to be capable. You got to be willing to work for what you want.
You're gonna have days where you suck, but those days are so motivational. I mean, that's the bright side of tragedy. So when you come through it, you really will have an appreciation for the moments without tragedy. You don't really feel it unless unless life burns you. You don't really feel it.
Because motivation will get you going. A speech will get you fired up. But discipline is going to give you the power to stay committed to whatever that goal is.
You cannot ignore the small successes and the small wins because you just have your mind on, I gotta win now. You might have to scratch your calendar. That's right. I know you said I gotta have this much money by the time I'm 23, and I gotta be at this place in my life by the time I'm 34, and I gotta be at this place in my life by the time I'm 40. And guess what? Sometimes your timeline isn't accurate. Sometimes your timeline is off. Sometimes your timeline has to be readjusted to reality. And the reality of the situation is that true success, true greatness takes time.
You are not here to play games. You are not here to make excuses. You are not here to owe it to someone else. You need to owe it to yourself because it belongs to you. This is your moment to shine. And if you're not willing to shine, then step aside. If you're not willing to work, then this is not the place for you. You got to toughen up. You got to look up. You got to build up. If you want it, this is the time to go get it. But you got to work for it. You got to believe in it. You got to trust in it. You got to let the power flow through the veins. The blood is real. The blood will push you. It's going to take you up and over the top.
You stayed on the righteous path, the disciplined path. You stayed on the war path, which is right where you know that you belong.
The issue you have is you. Ask yourself the question, where do I want to be? And where don't I want to be? We get so wrapped up in where we want to be that we don't ever think about where we don't want to be. And more than that, the price that we have to pay and the collateral damage that takes place when I don't get where I'm supposed to be in the lives that are grossly impacted by the decisions that I'm making.
It's your time to achieve things that you thought were impossible, to achieve things that other people thought you could never achieve.
You can do this. It's not about making excuses, it's about making adjustments.
Tomorrow is not promised. And so stop thinking that you're gonna figure this thing out tomorrow, that you can do it tomorrow. There are some things that are urgent and there are some things that are important. And those things that are urgent that you need to crush, that you need to accomplish, that you need to do, how you need to forgive, how you've got to shift perspective, how you've got to rebuild bridges that you burned because you were so upset. Some of you, you're not starting for the first time. Some of you, you had to put it down. Some of you, you went into isolation and you almost lost your mind, but you're coming out of the darkness and you're coming out of the shadow now and you're coming out of obscurity and you're going to start this thing that you kept pushing off, and comfort will no longer be your companion because you are stepping into the corridors of destiny, and it's time for you to show up in the arena of life and tell life, I'm here now. I'm here now. Tell every person that spoke against you, every person that walked away, every person that left you for dead, and the people that have been with you from the beginning, I'm here, and I want all of us to win.
You can achieve anybody that you look up to. They are human beings just like you. They are no different than you. And if they did it, and if I did it, then yes, you can too. It's not you versus them. It's you versus you.
Stop making excuses and make the adjustment, because you can have what you want, do what you want, be what you want, but you cannot do it if you're coming up with all these reasons why. The window of opportunity is small. It's small, all right? But there's an opportunity.
I need you to find a mirror. Matter of fact, you don't even need a mirror. Wherever you at right now, I need you to say this out loud. I will not lose. I just need you to believe that. I just need you to receive that. Because there will be dark days. There will be days that you want to quit. There will be days that you want to give up. I need you to hear my voice. Keep driving, keep pushing, keep going, keep growing, keep doing the things that you gotta do. But I need you to shut down those negative voices every time they rear their ugly heads until you win.
I know you're tired. I know you're broken. I know you're weary. I know you're sleepy. I know you've gotten numb. I know it seems as though there is no hope, and you can get into this place of hopelessness and weariness and isolation. But right where you are, and some of you can't even see the light at the end of the tunnel, but right where you are, you gotta start now. You gotta stay committed. I don't care how tired you get. It doesn't matter how many times you mess up. Eventually, where you were a victim, you will be a victor.
I believe in you. I just need you to believe in yourself and realize sometimes you gotta trick yourself. Because there will be many days that you do not feel like doing what you have to do. But see, the resilient mindset lives by the motto of do it anyway, and powers through any obstacles that try to get in its way, because it knows next level greatness is right around the corner. So you gotta do what you gotta do. But when it gets hard, I want you to realize you could have took the easy route. But there is no easy route. So keep pushing, keep climbing, keep grinding, keep giving all of you to put yourself in position to win.
Every day that you wake up, Remember, someone else did not. You are alive for a reason. Why on earth are you here? This is your day. You've got a window. You've got another 24 hours because you may not make it to tomorrow. And I'm just wondering what you're going to do with the day. The reason why days often feel meaningless and mundane is because we are directionless. You got to get some direction. I'm just wondering, what are you going to do in this next 24 hours that you did not do? I'm just wondering if you're going to level up 2 millimeters more than you did yesterday. Are you going to get better? Are you going to get stronger? Are you going to get wiser? Are you going to see this thing differently? I'm just wondering, when are you going to see the power of 24 hours? That you did not have to wake up, that God did not have to give you another opportunity to be here, another opportunity to forgive somebody, another opportunity to let it go, another opportunity to look up and get up. I'm just wondering, when are you going to seize the opportunity? Accept where you are. Get cognizant about your money. Get cognizant about your relationships. Where are you mentally? Where are you spiritually and emotionally and financially and economically? Are you driving what you are destined to drive? Where's your health? Where's your heart? Let's get aware of where we are. This is my day to read a new book. This is my day to start a journey. This is my day to make an investment. This is my day to invest in myself. This is my day and this is my time and it's my turn to crush this day. This is the day I learn like I never have. This is the day I invest like I never have. This is the day I take it seriously. I got one window. I may not be here tomorrow. I'm just wondering if you're going to rise and see the opportunity. Get up, get up, get up. You've got a day to conquer. If the day's going to be good, I got to heal from the mistakes that were made yesterday. I've got to believe that I don't have to make the same mistakes. It's time to heal. Today I heal. Today I heal from every mistake that is made. Today I heal from everything that I said that I could have said better and everything that was said to me that I wish was never said. I heal today from the people that pushed me verbally but did not support me physically, that were never present. Today I heal, I heal, I heal. I heal from what I did not have. I heal from what I did have that I did not want. Today I heal. After we heal, we have to acknowledge what went wrong. What could I have done differently? What boundaries did I allow to be breached? Relationally, financially, with my investments, with my mindset. Where did I put my energy and I didn't get anything back in return? It's like investing in a vending machine with a sign on it that says out of order. And I'm convinced that many of us invest in people and places that are just simply out of order. And this is why we're drained. And this is why we're tired. And this is why we're weary and well-doing. And this is why the day is mundane and it's the same old, same old. Something's got to change with you. I'm just wondering if you're going to repeat the cycle. If the redundancy of mediocrity is going to continue. We've got purpose and we've got fulfillment and we've got destiny breathing down our necks. Let's accept the truth. This is the only way the day matters, is if we get aware of what's happening and what's going on. What has my attention? Do I have the attention span of a toddler or a champion? And so once we accept where we are and we accept that truth, we got to give ourselves time to heal. We got to learn from not only our mistakes, but learn from others' mistakes. We have to study why we fail, how we fail. And we've got to ensure that we never do it again. If you're going to win the war for the day, you're going to have a high threshold for pain. You will be offended. People will let you down. People will lie to you. Places, circumstances, life will unfold and unravel. This life will knock you in your mouth. But you gotta stay focused. Even when it's painful, even when we're ostracized, even when we're excommunicated and ghosted, it may hurt, but that pain will subside.
If you do tomorrow what you did today, you will get tomorrow what you got today.
So you have a choice to know which step you're going to take today.
You see, how you do anything is how you do everything.
I may be hurting, I may have pains, I may have been down, but I am not out. I am getting out of this hole and into my destiny.
99% of people are not willing to do what it takes to make their dreams come true. And that's just real. At the center of bringing any dream into fruition is self-discipline. It's getting command of your mind to be able to choose actions that are in your own best interest.
So how do we get better? Every day, every hour. How do we find those resources? How do we find the energy, the knowledge to do that?
Long days of classes, long nights of studying, projects, case studies, pop quizzes, and final exams, but you keep pushing and pushing because you know one day, all of that hard work and studying will pay off.
It's not about how much you sleep, it's what you do while you're awake. Every minute has to count. Every minute has to count if you want so much, because you just don't have as many of them as you think.
But you've got to decide that I'm going to be fearless. I refuse to be denied, and I'm going to go all out. I'm going to be relentless. I don't care how many no's I encounter. You can't make a basket unless you shoot the ball. You can't hit a home run unless you take a swing at it. Most people won't even take a swing.
You leave one thing and you go to the next thing. You got the backpack mentality. You trying to pack up. You trying to do new stuff when you haven't finished doing what you were supposed to do before. I don't know what time you got to get up. I don't know what time you got to go to bed. I'm not 100% sure. But what I'm telling you is you got to want it as bad as you want to breathe. And you can't just talk about it, right? You got to make it happen.
It's about, can you do better than you did yesterday? I'm talking to that person that keeps failing the mission. I'm talking to that person that just wants to beat their self of yesterday. Get up. You got a day to conquer.
There was not a single night I went to sleep feeling pressure. I just always knew I could do it.
Are you giving 120? Or are you giving 70 because of what's going on at your school? Or what's going on between you and your principal? Or what's going on between you and your peers? No, listen to me. As we move forward, I must ask you the question, how bad do you want it? And so we're dealing with real life, and I get that. But we gotta want this as bad as we wanna breathe. I wanna get you back to 120 because we need you at 120. Back to that place where not only you love education, but you're coming in with 120%.
Your life may not look anything like you thought it would look right now, but you have an opportunity today to change that. And every decision you make is either bringing you to your destiny or taking you from your destiny. Control, Alt, delete. Control yourself, alter your thinking, and delete negativity, period.
But in order for you to get it, it's blood, it's sweat, it's tears. You gotta put in hours. I'm hitting the book every hour that I have. I'm putting it into that book. And it's not just about having it. It's about saying, I gotta do whatever I gotta do to make it work.
There is a switch inside of every one of us. And at any moment in life, you can turn that switch from surviving to winning. Today, I want you to make a decision to flip the switch inside of you. See, it's not about the blow that you took. It has everything to do with what you build after the blow. I don't care who you are, where you're from, and what you're doing. Get to it. Get to it.
I wasn't in school to learn, and many of you, you're not in life to learn. The reality is if you give up too soon, if you don't learn all the lessons that you're supposed to learn, you're going to keep going in circles in life, and you will never get to where you're supposed to get to in life. You cannot overcome until you become. You can't do better academically until you become a student, until you're the first one in class, until you read every chapter you're supposed to read before you get to class. That's right, you did the proper preparation before you got to class, all right?
Can you do better than you did yesterday? That's all I want to ask you. Can you do better? There are going to be days when you're going to be tired of being you. You don't want to get out of bed. You don't want to talk to nobody. You don't want to think. And you got two options. You can give up or get up. You can have journals full of dreams. But if you don't count up the cost of what it's going to take, and if you are not willing to pay that price, you cannot have your future. Every year we go through the same cycle. I'm gonna eat better. I'm gonna exercise. I'm gonna cut off all negative people. I'm gonna be optimistic. Come on, we say all these things. I'm gonna execute. 2 weeks later, everything hits the fan. If you study history, you will find that the men and women that turned the world upside down were the ones who got out of their own way. Get out of the way! Get out of the way! Get out of your way! Your insecurity has been in the way too long. Your jealousy, your envy has been in the way too long. The fear you've been wrestling with has been in the way too long. Get out of the way! Some of the most brilliant minds of our generation are high school and college dropouts. Let me ask you a question. When are you gonna drop out of the mentality that you are not enough? Please, please, do yourself a favor and dispense with the excuses that you don't have time. Dispense with the excuse that you're not good enough. Dispense with the excuse that nobody will show up if I build it, that too many people are better than me. Drop out of the, I tried it last year and it didn't work. No, you didn't work. I get it. If we pull up your history, we'll find a lot of brokenness, we'll find a lot of trauma, we'll find a lot of empty places. If we pull up your history, we'll find a lot of failures. This must be the year that you are not defined by your history, but you fulfill your destiny. Why are you here? What were you placed here to do? Get to work. Get to work. Get to work. You gotta be willing to do what 98% of the people in this world are unwilling to do. You gotta eat differently. You gotta work differently. You gotta think differently. You gotta talk differently. You gotta walk differently. If you want elevation, if you want next level, if you wanna see this thing differently this year, everything you do has to change. First, we conquer the day. And then we execute the week, and that week turns into a month, and that month turns into a quarter, and that quarter turns into a year, and then all of a sudden you look up and you're no longer just this motivated onlooker. You are a disciplined, desperate, dangerous fulfiller of destiny.
Whatever pushed you to the ground, whatever knocked you to the floor, from that place, I want you to look it in the eye and tell it, you can't keep me here. Thomas Edison, he was fired from his first 2 jobs. His teachers coined him stupid, that he couldn't learn anything. This is the man who invented the light bulb. The first 1,000 times he failed, but he was never a failure. He just found 1,000 ways that don't work. You're no Thomas Edison. You didn't try 1,000 times. Try 1,000 times, and then come talk to me and tell me you're not enough. Tell me you don't have what it takes. Tell me you're stupid. Tell me you're dumb. Tell me you're slow. Tell me you don't have enough.
But you're seeing this thing all wrong. And this is why you can't have your future, because you keep meditating on the mess up. Stop meditating on the mess up and see yourself walking in the mastery of this thing. Listen to me. If you want your future, get up now. Get up, get up, get up, and try again. Try again. Try again.
History for many of you is insecurity. History for many of you is depression and anxiety, and that substance you can't shake, and that person you can't leave. History for many of you is they're better than me. History for many of you is nobody will show up if I build it. I don't have the time. I'm not good enough. It's time to get out of the way. It is because of you that you are not where you want to be. You are the issue. It's you. Your issue is you. Nobody has lied to you more than you.